Hello, my name is Sabahat Ahmed. I am an HR consultant with specialism in learning and development, and I'm currently working with a strategic HR consulting practice in Dubai called PeopleFirst. We offer a range of services to organizations across the complete spectrum of HR, which include everything from designing organization structure to designing operating frameworks and bespoke training and employee engagement initiatives. I am a chartered member of CIPD UK, and I hold a master's and a postgraduate diploma in education studies and a postgraduate certification in international professional development, as well as certification in PETALS and ERS from City and Guilds UK. My professional experience spans over about 20 years and is rather diverse. I have worked with reputable organizations in the UK and the UAE, and with People First, and in my work role, I have worked across the Middle East region and delivered training and also led some HR transformation projects quite successfully. I have a strong grasp on adult learning principles, but the main focus of my role or my passion is to optimize organizational performance by unlocking people's potential. And this is only possible when we engage the employees and empower organizations. As HR professionals, we have a real opportunity to connect with our people at a much deeper and emotional level. Businesses struggle to see the effectiveness of employee engagement initiatives because the results are not instantly visible. In this case, it is probably better to consider some emotional metrics so the managers can see how happy and healthy their workforce is. And then they can measure, they can optimize, and they can also come up with innovative ways to engage their people and, more importantly, retain them. Like everything else, proactive planning is extremely important. Right from the time when the candidate accepts an offer, the company, especially us as HR professionals, should start planning on how to welcome the employee into the company so they can blend in seamlessly. And for this, we need to think of ways where we can engage them even before they join. Things like designing a communication which is friendly yet warm and has a professional tone to it, and which is sent out to the candidate before they join so they are aware and they know that everybody is excited to have them on the team. This is the first step to engaging them even before they start to work in the company. From the time that the candidate accepts the offer and decides to join the company, a huge responsibility is placed on the shoulders of HR. And communication in this case plays extremely important role. And we have to remember that this is a transition for the employee. And they might be anxious, they might be scared, and small gestures go a long way. So we might need to design a communication that is friendly, but also a well-planned induction, especially on the first day when the employee joins, is something which portrays a very positive image of the company and shows that how eager they are for the employee to be on board. And this promotes engagement from the beginning of their employment journey. Research shows that 69% of the employees are more likely to stay with the company when they have an excellent onboarding experience. And in fact, up to 3 years. So this is an excellent way to engage them from the beginning and make sure that they stay with the company and we improve retention. Induction and onboarding is all about giving them what they need, showing them where everything is, and then making it fun and getting the administrative responsibilities out of the way or the formalities out of the way is the first step. So before they join the company, it's better to send them some directions, some instructions, maybe a checklist, say, okay, this is what you need, so they come prepared. And once that hassle is out of the way, they can focus on getting the work done and getting to know the team. The workstations need to be all set up. Everybody needs to be informed that someone new is coming into the company, so they are ready to take the first step and going and meeting them. Everybody is not really comfortable with meeting new people. So it is up to us as existing members of the team to welcome them and include them and engage them into the team and the work environment. Huge responsibility is also placed on the managers other than the HR professionals. So once the corporate induction is out of the way, it is the manager's responsibility to sit with the employee and take an initiative to explain the work role, introduce to the team, introduce to the workstation, make sure that they are equipped, and also to give them everything that they need. This is also a time where they can set some expectations and set some objectives. So the employee is not kind of left thinking, what am I supposed to do? But they are working towards specific goals, and then on the basis of which they know that their performance is going to be evaluated, and eventually maybe the confirmation of the probationary period may also depend on that. Relationships matter in a work environment like any other environment. So when the employee joins, it is always a good strategy to connect them with someone that they can confide in or someone who can show them the ropes. This is a strategy like a buddy system, and line managers need to take a lead on this, and either they can act as a buddy or they can assign a senior member of the team who can help the employee settle in, answer any day-to-day queries if the manager is too busy. And because in the first 45 days, 20% of the turnover happens. So if we can retain an employee during that time, then that can go a long way. Having a 30-day or a 60-day or a 90-day plan in place, depending on how long the probationary period is also a good strategy. It's all about holding the employee's hand until they are settled and ready to work independently. If a company is successful in retaining their employees beyond the probationary period, then the real test begins. You have achieved one milestone, but there is a lot more to go. And there was a study done in Britain for 700 people, and there's concrete evidence that happier employees are more productive at work. So companies need to give some thought around what kind of initiatives can be taken to engage the employees. People have different needs, and then there are different aspects of work life that motivate them. Simple things like a pat on the shoulder to say you've done a good work, or you've done a good job is something that motivates people. But in some instances, people want something more than that. They want to be recognized for their work. They want to be recognized for the time that they have invested in the company, something like long service recognition awards. But simple gestures don't really take a lot of money, but it's more about making sure that the team is there is team dynamics and all the employees are working together, they're working well together, and these can be enhanced by making sure that there is transparency in everything that goes around in the company. Communications are sent out on a regular basis, employees are kept informed, the employees' news is being shared amongst everybody. Things that are happy moments are being shared. So that sharing and caring kind of an environment motivates a lot of the people. Someone like me is a lot more engaged when I know that I have a friendly team to go to and someone who appreciates my work. My advice to young professionals who are aspiring to have a career in HR is that remember that people are an organization's asset. And a happier and healthier workforce, of course, means a productive organization. So we have to make use of the most important drivers of our workplace performance, which are collaboration and communication. And most importantly, proactive planning and making sure that you are prepared is the key to uh, being a good HR professional.